Mike's kind of a larger than life kind of guy. He's gregarious and
there's the team. You're on a documentary right now.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
Say hi, George.
Hi.
There's George. Val Jacob, Kira. Doing Friday inventory.
He dove headfirst into growing fruit, and so he obsessed over it. I think when Mike puts his mind to something, he really likes to know everything about it, execute it well. Yeah, I think, gosh, what else got to say about Mike? He's, gosh. I don't know. He's fun to do stuff with, period. Yeah.
I grew up in South Texas. I grew up in San Antonio, but always wanted to move to Montana since I was a little boy. My dad, brother, and I watched the movie Lonesome Dove, which is made for TV. We taped it on VHS and then watched it religiously all the way through high school, even into college. I would watch it multiple times a year. And so I always wanted to come to Montana for, no good reason, just a weird obsession from a childhood.
Oh yeah, he's got his Lonesome Dove thing. Yeah, which is so funny to me. Yeah, he was apparently obsessed with Lonesome Dove, which I think is a little bit before I knew Mike. I think Mike planted that orchard and went and dove headfirst into growing cider apples without really having a business plan or thinking about how that was going to pencil out whatsoever, which I think is, it takes guts and to risk, your livelihood and your sanity. But at the end of the day, I think Mike realized that he wasn't really going to be able to survive and feed his family just growing cider apples and selling them in bulk.
The couple years leading up to, or prior to getting Western Cider off the ground, my wife and I definitely sat down a number of nights and wondered what the hell we were doing. Are we stupid? People, definitely had people questioning what we were doing and wondering, all our neighbors around the orchard and friends and stuff too, just like, you sure about this?
Around every corner there was a no, nothing was working out very well or easily, and so Mike was really frustrated. And I remember riding up to the homestead where I was caretaking and thinking, Mike, he's the poor bastard. He's got and the whole image came to mind of, him with the apple on his head and he's supposed to have the apple shot with the arrow, but it misses, almost hits him in his head, and that just becoming an analogy. But then, of course, couldn't call it poor bastard, so poor farmer. I came out here kind of on a whim that 2001 because of a friend who was working in the summers between college, you know. I came out here thinking probably the same, like, this is just, and it was, I mean, when I came out and drove up to Yellowstone, I mean, I had never been out, it was completely blew my mind. Yeah, I dropped out of college after that. I mean, I was done with school after that. I was a sophomore. I was gonna be a junior in college, and I dropped out and never went back because I was impressed by the place, and I was tired of school. But yeah, so I never got my degree. That's a funny story.
Happiness hit her like a train on a track, coming towards her, stuck still, no turning back. She hid around corners and she hid under